Scary Files Volume 6. Behind the door.
On the evening of August 1st, a woman named Deanna Zully and her husband were getting ready to leave their apartment for dinner when, on the 23rd floor of M Tower at Empire City in Malaysia, they heard a strange sound coming from a utility room. According to Deanna, muffled groans could be heard from behind the locked door, almost as if someone inside was desperately trying to call for help. The couple walked closer and knocked on the door. To their surprise, something responded from the other side. Frightened, they immediately called the building's security guard. Together, they returned to the utility room, and the guard unlocked the door.
What responded? How? In there.
Hey! Are you in here?
Are you in here whilst you're hearing someone muffling me? Someone's tied up, bro.
Call police or something? I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Someone's crying inside. Hello? Hey!
Where are they? Are they in the pipes?
Are you okay? No?
Up or down? Up. Okay.
Up.
We're on the 23rd floor. Where are you? Up or down? Up?
Yo, they're in the pipes. How are they gonna know what floor they're on?
Down? 23rd? Down. 22nd floor.
How you gonna know?
22nd floor?
Hello? Where are you? Can you hear me?
Yo, imagine someone is like tied up, injured, like got tape over the mouth, yeah, in the corner behind the pipes or something, and then you got somebody on the other side saying, yo, what floor you on? Yo, I'd be so mad. Bro, I'd be fuming. I'd be so mad.
Okay, she can hear us.
We can't see you.
I hope they called the police.
You're down?
Okay, make a sound if it's on your floor, okay? 22nd? 23rd? 24th?
I don't know. I don't think she can hear
I don't
us.
think she can hear us.
Bro, what the hell is going on?
23rd?
She sounds like next door.
Yeah, I
It
think
sounds
she's
like next door.
But despite finding no one inside, the strange sounds didn't stop. A short time later, maintenance workers arrived and searched similar utility rooms several floors above and below, but they couldn't find the source of the noise. Their only explanation was that it might have been coming from the pipes, but Deanna and her husband were convinced they had heard something very different. Even more disturbing, after the maintenance
Oh, GG, so she's dead now. She's dead. You didn't call the police. Well done. Well done. She'll be dead now.
workers left, the groaning started again. At around 4 a.m., the couple went to a nearby police station and
Can you stream later? I'm busy right now. Right, sorry guys. Sorry. We're midway through video and midway through stream, but Nick Chill can't be here right now. He wants me to, right, so listen, I do apologize. I will be back in like 2 hours, okay? I will listen, in about 2 hours, bro, what do you what, mate, this is YouTube, I can't just pause it. Can't just pause me in real life and come back. Sorry, Nick. You gotta have to watch our YouTube if someone did.
showed officers the footage. The police agreed that what they had recorded was concerning. The building was later searched, but the source of the mysterious sounds was never found. The following day, another groan came from behind the locked door.
Still groaning?
Hey, you gotta make more sounds. Come on. Do it.
Is she upstairs?
I don't know.
Yo, you gotta get the police. And actually do a proper search.
We have to find you. I don't know where you are.
Yo, how you gonna... Bro, that's so offensive, man. How you gonna caption it as mooing? Poor woman, bro. Poor woman. They're not even finding her. They're now calling her a cow, right? She's not mooing. She's groaning, bro. Mooing.
We found you. We found you. Wait, where are you?
What do you mean you found her? You haven't found her?
Where are you? Are you upstairs or downstairs? Hey! Upstairs?
Yo, what is going on? What is going on?
It's okay. Be patient. We're almost there. We're almost there. Don't worry.
No, now you're just lying. Now you're just...
Alright, relax. We gotta get help. Save your energy.
According to Deanna, this one lasted unusually long and sounded as though whoever, or whatever, was making it was completely exhausted. And then, suddenly, everything went silent. The strange sound was never heard again. To this day, no one has been able to explain who or what.
I ain't gonna lie, you might want to get a detective team to check the waters, because I think that to me sounds like if somebody was being held captive somewhere, right, and you was hearing it and they've just like, they're now deleted, they're gone, you know what I'm saying?
Was making those disturbing groaning sounds.
Barefoot stranger.
A woman named Kat lives in a remote area near the woods in Pennsylvania. One freezing morning at around 4 a.m., she woke up and noticed that a light layer of snow had covered the ground outside.
Ignore it, chat. Ignore it.
But when Kat opened her back door, she discovered something deeply unsettling.
Good morning, guys.
Kat, this is your first time you ever featured on one of these videos. Congrats.
It is literally 5 a.m. and I opened the back door to put some dry food out for the stray kitties. And there are people feet printed all over my deck in the snow. This is not going out there. Do you see
Bigfoot.
this? They start over there.
Bigfoot.
And it like barefoot walks up to the table. There's nothing coming up to the... Maybe there is some coming up to the door.
Weird.
What? And I don't...
This is why you need cameras on your back and front doors. Any door or entranceway that's accessible, like it's not even expensive anymore to do. You can get a Ring doorbell for like $40, right? This is why you need cameras.
see any in the yard. What is this? That is absolutely a bare human footprint in the snow. It is 16 degrees out.
That's
I have not
creepy.
gone outside yet. My cat came and woke me up, hysterical, probably because there was some barefoot person on the deck. I'm just more concerned about like a mental health crisis because there's no reason to be out there barefoot.
Could be.
The deck outside her house.
You hear of it all the time. We hear of it in so many different stories, you know, like people that live in the forest that like steal things from houses nearby. It could be someone like that. You don't know. If you had a Ring doorbell or something or a camera, you would know exactly what's happening.
Was covered in bare human footprints. Judging by the tracks, someone had come from the yard, walked barefoot toward her door, then over to a table where the...
Yo, imagine it's just her and she sleepwalks. What a way to find out. You're just creeping yourself out every night.
Footprints suddenly stopped.
Okay, so as for are there any leading away?
Bro, the only way to solve this if it's you sleepwalking, chop off your feet. It'll never happen again.
I see them kind of coming out of the flower bed. They stopped there. I thought maybe they would have walked off through that flower bed, but I don't see anything there.
Weird.
No prints went into the little cat house. It's like one straight line from out in the yard up to the door.
What if it's the cat
Turned
that just
around
grows
towards
feet?
the table and then just stopped moving. It looks like they've stood there the longest based on how melted everything is.
Kat couldn't find any clear tracks leading back into the yard. At the
Wait, now I'm confused. Is her name Cat? Or is Cat the actual cat? Yo, anybody who's called Cat should never have a cat. That's confusing, bro. That's like me being called dog and I got a dog. Yeah, I'm just confusing, like, bro. So she's Cat with a cat. Oh, good. I'm getting confused, bro.
At the time, the temperature outside was around 16 degrees Fahrenheit, or -9 degrees Celsius, and shortly before she discovered the footprints, her cat had woken her up and was acting extremely agitated.
Her cat woke her up. Yo, I need, like, brackets. Did her cat wake her up? Or did Cat wake herself up?
Okay, morning footprint update. Let me show you. This is the first time we've had snow since the initial footprint sighting.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Looks like a snake.
They're barefoot again.
Oh, that's feet.
They're in a different spot than... Look at my shadow. So those prints are in a different spot than when we had prints before.
Okay.
Because one of the suggestions was potentially there's an oil on my deck.
Wait, yeah, cat. Mod cat. Oh my god, there's too many cats. Mod cat. Do you also have cats? Since you're called Cat? Are you a cat with cats? I'm confused by all the cats. You have no cats. So you're a cat with no cat, but she's cat with cats. Okay, got it.
That when it gets wet, it is leaving footprints. But the old footprints, let's see if I can use a shadow pointer. The old footprints were right here in this area. The new footprints are there.
Right, so
At
they're
first,
coming back.
Kat thought someone might be in trouble and in need of help. After all, there was no obvious reason for anyone to be wandering around barefoot in freezing temperatures.
She could be
contacted
sleepwalking.
the police, but was told that no one had been reported missing in the area, and there had been no reports of trespassers or break-ins nearby. Eventually, Kat decided to install a security camera near her front door, facing the front yard.
Smart.
And just a couple of
Who's that? Who is that?
days later, the camera captured something strange.
Yeah, that's someone coming from a mental asylum.
Not wearing any shoes.
That's so bizarre.
That's horrible.
Dude, that is
Why is
freaking
he not wearing
creepy.
any shoes in the rain?
He
That's
beeline's
horrible.
Straight for our driveway too.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Yo, this video is just getting creepier and creepier. No offense to her friend, but don't be laughing like that. What the hell was that laugh? That is like the laugh that you hear of every single killer. You got a killer in the house laughing like that? You're GG's.
Wing.
He's looking in your. I'm so confused.
What does he think he's gonna find in there?
No, he doesn't like linger. That's okay.
No one's concerned. No one is concerned.
He does. Okay, he just lingered a little bit, but not. Maybe he thought. But he didn't linger. Like, he didn't search.
And that's
A
Well,
lot.
too bad if you were sitting in your car.
12:15 in the morning.
The footage clearly shows an elderly man wandering barefoot through the snow in the middle of the night, despite the freezing temperatures. He seems to be searching for something in the yard. After a while, the man approaches a parked car, unexpectedly licks it, and then simply
Licks it. Licks it. To everyone that's now doctors and diagnosing him with dementia, I'm gonna actually sit here and say I don't know how you diagnose with someone with dementia, but I'm pretty sure dementia doesn't mean you go around licking things. Yeah, you forget your memory, it's horrible, but you don't go around actually turning into a cat. You don't get dementia and just start licking things, right? Will you forget that you're a person and now you're a cat? Oh, dementia can actually make you do weird things. I thought it was just memory loss, no? I thought it was just memory loss. You can actually do weird things on dementia. Is that a thing? I genuinely just thought it was memory loss.
walks away. About 2 weeks later, the mysterious barefoot footprints appeared again, but this time, the security camera didn't capture anyone. The tracks appeared.
Yo, I'm not gonna apologize because you don't know if it's dementia. He could be mentally ill. He could be on crack. It could be so many different things, bro. Festo, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you so much. He could be possessed by a demon. It could be anything. Could be anything.
Appeared in a different location and seemed to lead from the neighboring house behind Kat's property. After the
Could be sleepwalking. Yeah.
second incident, Kat installed another security camera in her backyard, but strangely enough, the mysterious nighttime visitor.
Festo, thank you so much for the 5 subs, by the way. I did just say that, right? Well, I'm saying it again. Thank you, Festo. You just followed and now you did 5 subs. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Never returned.
Okay, invisible visitor.
At around midnight, 2 nurses were finishing up their night shift at a dialysis clinic. Only one patient remained inside, an elderly woman in a wheelchair waiting for someone to pick her up.
Either way, that last clip, we all agree she should call the police if he keeps coming back at the same time to come for that time. Actually, you know, restrain him, not to arrest him, but to find out where he came from and actually let where he's coming from know. So he stops doing it because we obviously don't want him to get hurt with whatever it is. Or we want to find out what's going on. Ultra, thank you so much for the gift, dude. Thank you so much, Ultra.
Patient remained inside. An elderly woman.
Oh, yeah, we have seen this clip. We have seen this one. This one was hella creepy. If you've not seen it, watch my other video.
Still unable to explain
This was hella
exactly what
creepy.
the elderly woman saw in the clinic that night.
The old
Urban
Willis
explorer
place.
Robert and his friend Dan set out to explore an old abandoned house hidden in the woods near Waverly Hall, Georgia. According to Dan, the house was likely built, or significantly rebuilt, sometime in the early 1900s and was eventually abandoned around the 1960s.
Right.
Locals know the property as the Old Willis Place, named after Mr. Willis, a man who once lived there and is believed to have died there as well. Robert and Dan decided to take a closer look around the property, hoping to find clues that might reveal exactly how old the house really was. They explored both the inside and outside before crawling underneath the building.
Why? Why? I've never looked at a house and went, oh, yeah, I need to really crawl underneath it. Huh?
Along the way, they noticed an old chimney that appeared to be much older than the house itself, found an antique child's spoon made of silver-plated brass, the remains of a massive old tree, and several other items. But while examining the foundation, something strange happened. Robert and Dan crawled underneath the house and found an old Coca-Cola bottle.
It wasn't me, I promise you. I would never ever go under that crawl space ever. Never. That was not me. Honey, thank you so much for 100 bits, honey.
Believed to date back to 1958.
Okay,
and
I
at
want
that
board.
exact
I want
moment,
board.
they suddenly heard what sounded like someone walking across the floor directly above them.
Oh, hell no.
So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right?
Hell no.
What is that?
Hell no. Oh my god, nah. Imagine exploring this at night.
Oh, that's weird. Here.
Oh my god. Did this guy just reverse walk backwards through the door? Yo, people are insane. People are insane.
That is strange.
You hear footsteps above you and you start walking backwards through doors.
You heard that, right, Dan?
You couldn't pay me to stay here. You could not pay me to stay here.
Yes, I did.
Check the chimney? Nah.
Alright, that's enough of this old house for a minute. We're gonna go look at something.
Both men clearly heard the footsteps and quickly crawled out to check the house, but there was no one inside. After what happened, they decided to step away from the house for a while, But the strange activity wasn't over yet. Later, as Robert was filming the outro and the two were getting ready to leave, a loud bang suddenly came from the old Willis place.
Cool, I told you this place felt creepy. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have...
Someone might be in the attic. Someone might be in the attic.
Alright, that's it. Come on.
Is it you, James?
Let's go.
I'm gone.
Let's get out of here.
After two unexplained incidents, Robert...
Yo, chat, I think we need to comfort Nikki a little bit. Nikki right now in chat, terrified. Absolutely terrified. It's okay, Nikki. I know it's scary. I know it's scary. Just get your hands like this and do what I do with horror movies, and you can just close your finger every now and again when you don't want to look.
and Dan decided not to stick around any longer. They explored the surrounding area for a little while before finally leaving. What caused the footsteps directly above them and the loud bang that followed remains unknown. Perhaps the old abandoned house wasn't quite as empty as it first appeared.
Gilbert's painting.
A woman named Susie Sulm.
I hate these ones. I hate her. I hate the way she lives. I hate her life. I hate her room. And I hate her dolls, bro. Listen, you shouldn't hate people. You should never hate people. You should never judge them from first sighting. But if you have a doll, I don't care. All rules go out the window. I hate you. I hate you. If you have dolls like this, I hate you.
Maury lives with her family in a house in England that was built in 1902. The house still contains a number of unusual objects.
And I know there's loads of people watching this right now that has dolls. Because you tell me, you send me photos all the time. Festo, thanks so much for another sub, Festo.
Left behind by previous owners. But the strangest of them all is a painting on the 3rd floor, left there by a former resident. According to Susie, it is by far the most mysterious object in the entire house. Her young niece often spends long periods of time talking to an invisible friend named Gilbert, who, according to the girl, lives inside the painting.
I'm selling the kid. I don't care. I'm selling the kid. Someone will pay me. Yo, why are you guys just sending creepy doll gifts in chat? Stop. We got doll Batman right now flickering off in chat. What is this? They're now turning into Batman? Hell no. I don't want that doll saving me.
What I heard? I heard that. I'm not stupid. I'm very smart. I'm the smartest kid in class. Okay, not really. Do you want this or do I keep it?
Yo, I've got a really good idea for if my kid ever has an imaginary friend. I don't know if this is like fair to do. You guys let me know. If my kid says to me, well, I noticed they've got an imaginary friend, I'm going to go, okay, kid, where is it? She's going to point there. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it and tell her it's dead. Is that fair to do to your kid? Because that's my plan. I'm going to kill their imaginary friend. All of them. All of them. Until there's no more imaginary friends. JC, thanks so much for the tier 1, JC.
Are you okay? I'm tired.
It will traumatize a child. Yeah, but the kid is traumatizing me. Right?
I'm hungry. It could get cold. You can't touch cold stuff. But I'm warm.
One day, Susie and her brother decided to ask the girl more about Gilbert, and that's when things became even stranger.
Yo, to people saying we've seen this, I've seen this photo before, but I've not seen the kid talking to her imaginary friend. So I feel like we've seen a different part of this video, of this clip.
Did you like him?
Yeah, Gilbert's like one of my best friends.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. I I think the man that used to live here painted it.
Burn it
Is
down.
Gilbert friendly? Does he speak to you?
Yeah.
What does he say?
Oh, so Gilbert's mean? Oh, I'm definitely gonna kill it then.
Because I don't pray.
Susie began researching the history of the house and managed to uncover an old photograph, along with information about some of the people who had once lived there. What she discovered
A
was
guy called
deeply
Gilbert,
unsettling.
I bet.
Here is a photo of the house from 1916 and it was built in 1902. So this would be the first or one of the first families to live in this house. As you can see, there are 6 people present in the photo. I'm looking at the English census
Why am I getting goosebumps from just seeing this photo?
records. I found that the father would be called John, the mother was called Maud. Next to her on the balcony is her daughter Dorothy. The birth of a little boy called Gilbert was also registered here in 1911. So he would be about 5 or 6 in this photo. I'm unsure why he's not with the rest of his family in the photo.
This is
what
just
they did to him.
creepy.
I just have an overwhelming feeling that something really terrible happened to him at the hands of his own family. The weirdest part is that this is where the sun painting is situated in the house. That's his room.
Soon, strange things around the house began happening more frequently. One day, while Susie was home alone, she heard loud banging coming from upstairs.
Hell
She
no.
grabbed her phone and went to investigate.
This is a creepy ass house. Oh my days. Why you open it like that? Turn on the lights, mate.
The sounds seemed to be coming from the playroom where Gilbert's painting hangs, but when Susie looked inside, no one was there. The following night, Susie went upstairs and once again found her niece doing something strange in the 3rd floor playroom.
Is she under the bed?
The girl was trying to pry up the floorboards while singing, "You Are My Sunshine."
Yo, the kid has to go, bro. What is the kid doing?
Interestingly, Gilbert supposedly lives inside an old painting of the sun. Maybe it was nothing more than a strange coincidence. But after the girl went to bed, Susie and her brother returned upstairs to investigate the exact spot where she had been pulling at the floorboards.
Looks like it comes up.
What's she gonna find? Like Gilbert's ashes? Wires. Oh, that's a Ouija board, right? Yeah, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Oh yeah, let's just touch it, man. Yeah. Yo, not only is it a Ouija board, bro, it's legit a Gilbert one. It's got his sunshine goddamn face on it.
Hidden underneath, they discovered an old Ouija board with an image of the sun on it, strikingly similar to the mysterious painting associated with Gilbert. So, is a spirit named Gilbert really haunting the 3rd floor playroom of Susie's old house? And could it somehow be communicating through her young niece?
Never fuck around with a Ouija board, bro. Never. Someone behind him.
This video titled, "The Fortress Where Ghosts Scream, Tarakaniv Fort." The abandoned historic fortress is surrounded by legends of ghosts and alleged Nazi experiments said to have taken place deep underground. Late one evening, the creator and his team set out to explore the fort's underground tunnels. As they descended into the passageways, they were met with an unsettling atmosphere. Thousands of bats flew overhead. The walls were covered in cracks, and strange sounds constantly echoed from the darkness. At one point, the team discovered a deep well and decided to lower a camera into it using a rope to see what lay at the bottom. Suddenly, a loud metallic crash rang out from somewhere in the darkness.
Hey, you gotta leave the camera now, boys.
Назад, он, блядь, тупит, наверное. Терен, что ты смотришь? Еще мышь.
I love how they're hiding, but they got the biggest, goddamn brightest flashlight still turned on. In the dark. They may as well just not hide. You may as well stand where you're standing.
Блин, на самом деле, походу, нам надо отсюда топать. Кому-то. Очень смешно. Колодец не улетел. Прости,
Hell no.
Вот это, блин. Вот это.
Do you know what's so creepy about this? Like, yo, you know people that go to like abandoned places and explore them, right? This could easily be different explorers exploring coincidentally at the same time, and they're both now freaking each other out. But that's, bro, if I was there, I'd be terrified. It could be anyone. It could be anything. It could actually be, it could be a demon. It could be explorers. It could be homeless. It could, hell no, bro. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
The sound was so distinct that it seemed as though someone had deliberately thrown a heavy object nearby. Moments later, they heard additional noises that resembled the footsteps of an unknown person. But the strangest moment wasn't noticed until after filming had ended. A few minutes after these events, the creator
Oh my god, I've seen this actually.
Was recording a message for his viewers when a
mad. Did you see it?
A few minutes after these events,
the
creator was recording a message for his viewers when a human-shaped figure briefly appeared behind him.
Друзья, мы уже много что посмотрели. Здесь просто нереальное количество летучих мышей, но вы и сами это видели.
At the time, all three of his friends were standing directly in front of him, meaning the figure could not have been a member of the group. None of the explorers noticed the figure while filming. It wasn't until later, while reviewing the footage, that they spotted the dark silhouette silently walking through the corridor before disappearing into the darkness, as if it didn't want to be seen.
Rooftop man.
An urban explorer set out to explore a group of small abandoned buildings hidden deep in a remote forest somewhere in Poland. After a while, it started getting dark, and the man decided it was time to leave. But staying there until nightfall seems to have been a serious mistake.
Oh, this is terrifying already. Do you even see with your flashlight? Hey! Hey! Who's that? Oh my fuck. Oh my. This is my nightmare. This is actually my nightmare. This is actually my nightmare. I hate being chased. GG's. If you trip, you're dead.
At one point in the footage, an unknown man suddenly appears and begins chasing.
Oh my god, it's a crazy nun. They look like a nun. Oh my days.
The explorer.
It's a crazy
Strangest
nun.
of all, judging by the video, the man seems to come straight down from the roof of one of the abandoned buildings. Terrified, the explorer takes off running into the woods, trying to escape. But the stranger continues following him.
Nah. Yo, it's just like every horror situation ever. They chase you to begin with, and then when they get close to you, they start walking just to creep you out. Then you start running again, they'll run again. Then you stop, then they will walk. Bro, they're literally just designed to just give you a heart attack. But then again, to the ones that actually catch them, you'll probably never see the video footage. Yo, that's crazy to think about, actually. Isn't that wild? The reason why you only see the footage of the ones that make it out safe is because you will never see the footage of anyone that don't make it out. Because they didn't make it out. Bro, that's wild. Think, how many people haven't made it out? Like, imagine their clips. Yo. Yo. That is scary to think about. The hell? Where they gone?
Fortunately, he manages to make it safely out of the forest and later uploads the footage to YouTube. One viewer pointed out the pursuer's unusual appearance. Another claimed to have visited the same abandoned buildings and said he had seen the exact same man there before, suggesting that he was an aggressive homeless man who tries to scare off anyone who comes near the property.
Yo, it
Who
could
the man
be.
on the roof really was remains unknown.
It could
but
be.
the entire encounter looks like something straight out of a horror movie.
Jefferson
The
Hotel.
historic Jefferson Hotel in Jefferson, Texas, sat abandoned for nearly 2 years before it was purchased by Jeremy and Pam Jones. The new owners put a tremendous amount of work into restoring the 170-year-old building, and in October 2020, the hotel finally reopened to guests. Over its long history, the hotel has been connected to several dark and disturbing stories. 2 7-year-old children reportedly disappeared without a trace, and a few years later, a young woman named Judy was killed by one of her clients in the bathroom of room 19.
Jeez.
Today, some guests claim to have seen Judy's figure appearing through the steam of a hot shower. Others say mysterious messages pleading for help sometimes appear on the fogged-up bathroom mirror. One guest, named Georgia, was staying at the hotel with her mother and grandmother.
When did Georgia go there? I didn't know Georgia was into horror stuff.
When a disturbing message suddenly appeared on the mirror in their room.
I just noticed it. I don't know if it was there when I came in here or if when I started running the hot water. I don't know. I just know that I was came in here to wash my face.
That was not there. Can you confirm that?
Oh my god. Why is she standing there like that? Bro, that if I was there in person, I would have punched her by accident. I would have punched her by accident.
Was not. We checked that earlier.
I didn't see it earlier.
Do you see it now?
Yes, I see it. That's why I'm not going in there.
Oh, yo. Hey. Let's stop with the camera turning because you're freaking me out.
None of them could explain where it had come from. But the strange history
What? I was only getting freaked out by the people there.
surrounding room 19 doesn't end there. During one tour of the hotel, a group of visitors may have captured something unusual. Using the live photo feature on an iPhone, they recorded what appears to be a female figure wearing a long dress with what looks like a bridal train behind her. Eventually, the hotel's owners began experiencing unexplained activity themselves. One night, at around 2 a.m., Jeremy was working in the hallway when the door to one of the rooms suddenly unlatched and opened on its own.
By the way, what another thing that's disturbing, your popcorn machine has a spelling error. That's also disturbing. What the hell is popcop? You spell it wrong. It's popcorn, mate.
According to Jeremy, he heard a voice just moments before it happened, although the recording itself contains no audio. Then, on another night, at around 4 a.m., Jeremy and Pam were asleep when a motion-activated security camera in an upstairs hallway detected movement. The hotel was completely empty at the time, so Jeremy immediately thought someone might have broken in. He rushed upstairs, but found no one there. When Jeremy and Pam reviewed the security footage, they noticed a strange figure at the end of the hallway, right outside room 19, seemingly...
Did he hear someone though? I speak for anybody who is the protector of their house. Okay, there's always a designated person unless you're lucky enough to have designated people, right? And normally you would get a weapon. It happened to me last night. The lights went out for like a millisecond. Actually, no, I can't declare that I grabbed a weapon. That's illegal in the UK. The lights went out for a second, and I got freaked out. I locked the doors immediately, and I went to grab a hammer to nail a picture on the wall. Yep. Immediately. I just had to nail a picture on the wall immediately.
Found no one there. When Jeremy and Pam reviewed the security footage, they noticed a strange figure at the end of the hallway, right outside room 19, seemingly walking through the corridor. The couple searched the entire hotel.
It's a hammer? Oh, you don't know the rules and regulations for the UK. The UK laws, even if you get broken into, you cannot attack them with a weapon. Unless you happen to have it in your hand for not reason to attack. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I got broken into and I was hammering a picture up and I was defending myself and I just happened to use the hammer, completely fine. If I got broken into, I ran immediately to grab a hammer and smash his head in, I'll go prison. Yep. Don't know why that's a law. Crazy. Crazy. Like in the UK, if you happen to get broken into, you grab a knife and you end up stabbing the thief in the back or something, you'll get prison for murder. Even though they broke into your house. It has to be purely self-defense. Like they have to attack you first.
But found no one inside. Who, or what, the mysterious figure captured outside the hotel's most infamous room might have been remains unknown.
You're literally just a sitting duck? Yeah, that's what they say. The UK says either barricade yourself in a room or run. We don't have like stand your ground laws. We can't just grab a weapon and go crazy and attack them. We get told to barricade yourself, run, and like we are allowed to protect ourselves if they're attacking us, right? Like if someone broke into my house with a knife and stabbed me, it would be perfectly fine if I grabbed something nearby and stabbed them, right? That would be perfectly fine because he stabbed me, right? I was protecting my life at that point. But if someone broke into my house, I immediately grabbed a knife and stabbed him, I'll get done. I'll get done. The backyard figure.
A woman named Sabrina Lazito lives with her boyfriend Christopher and their 2 children in a house where strange things seem to happen on a regular basis. According to Sabrina, an elderly man passed away inside the home shortly before they moved in. One evening, Sabrina and Christopher were watching a movie when their dog suddenly became extremely agitated. They had no idea what had spooked him, but just moments later, they received a motion alert from their security camera in the backyard. The couple immediately checked the footage and noticed something strange.
My video camera was recording and no one was out back. Took a look, no one was out back. Check this out. Watch in between the square. Mainly watch this spot right here.
I'm watching.
You can see a shadow up here. Boom.
Okay. And no one's there.
And then you see this little orb right here.
Weird.
Watch. Babe. Look at that.
A man on the moon?
Back.
It just sits there too.
It does. It just sits right there.
And you can see the whole shadow, like a person.
That's nuts. I don't know how long it sits
goes
there
away.
for. The orb goes away, comes back. Now watch, the person's gonna disappear.
Yo, that's a bright ass orb.
It's like they're just boom.
Boom, gone.
A dark figure, resembling the silhouette of a person, had suddenly appeared in the middle of their yard, with a small glowing object visible nearby. For a while, the figure barely moved. Then, without warning, it simply disappeared. Sabrina and Christopher say they immediately went outside and thoroughly searched the backyard, but there was no one there. After they posted the footage online, some viewers suggested that the camera had simply captured a person's shadow, possibly someone standing nearby with a flashlight. So the couple decided to test that theory themselves. They tried to recreate what the camera had captured by standing in the same spot, turning the lights on and off, and moving around the yard. But no matter what they tried, they couldn't reproduce the same shadow.
Sabrina's standing there.
Alright, walk outside real quick.
No, she has no shadow.
Shut the light off. And do it.
But you're not gonna have a shadow if you turn the light off.
Alright, walk over there.
No shadow. Look,
Well, yeah, the lights. You're only gonna get a shadow if the light's on.
look at that shit.
So did their security camera capture something truly unexplained? Or is there a
Weird.
perfectly normal explanation for what they saw?
Weird. Aliens. Aliens. The shape did kind of look a bit alien, I'm not gonna lie.